Hello all, welcome back. And we are back on Satisfactory. How are we all doing? Hope we're all doing well. So, last time out we managed to get our coal power running. All that power is coming in from over this way into here. We've networked all the cables, and as far as I know, everything iron related is now running. So what were we working our way through at the end of the last session? Let's go and have a quick look to remind ourselves what we were doing. So don't think it was that one. Oh, we made the jump pads. That's the one we were working on. So that's all done. So just have a look now. So tier 0 is complete. Tier 1 complete. Tier 2, we just got this logistics one to do. So that gives us the stackable conveyors and a conveyor lift Mark II. And conveyor belt Mark II. So I'm guessing that means it can carry, double the resource. Supports conveyor belts can be stacked on other for stackable supports, which we're going to need if we're going to build the second floor. So let's select that as a milestone. Let's see how much we can fill this up. So we need rods, plate and smart plate. Let's see if we can collect all this first, and that way we'll be in a much better position. As you can see, we start putting walls on. A couple of graphical areas there where the buildings just poke out the side as they're busy working. Let's take a stack of those. Stack of those. So we're starting to get modular frames and smart plates built up, which is good. That's going to make life easier later. And we've got lots of rods as well. So that's going to be a good start. I think the only thing we're going to be waiting for is the reinforced plate. And we just need 15 of those. And a normal plate as well. We just need a bit more. Another 61. So once these are doing, we'll get the Mark II logistics done. Just transfer those over. We have got now the... did we build the sink shop? Let's have a look. Let's just put this plate in there. That's that one done. So just waiting for the reinforced plate now. So so here we've got the awesome shop where we can buy various different things. But I don't think we've built the other half to that, which was to put in your excess materials to get the tokens. Just double check. I don't think we did. That's the MAM. No, we didn't build that. So these were all things we were working on right at the end of the last session. So let's have a look. Awesome sink, there we go. That's for your excess resources. So we need lots of cable and again lots of reinforced plate. So if we go and make ourselves the cable up in here. So we can make lots of wire. Let's start by doing that. So yeah, then we can make the tokens, and then we get the bonus items, like the walls with a hole in for your conveyor to go through. So make it all look nice and neat, and as it should look. Let me just double check how much cable I need for that build. 1 second. 30. So we've got enough already. Let's make these up now. Always worth making a bit extra, so that'll do. Right, so reinforced plate now is the only thing we're waiting on. Going to jump over these conveyor belts. Haven't got any in there. That's just all random leftover bits at the moment. Everybody needs a random storage. So, we've got 2 more. So everything's running at full power. I was trying to see if anywhere we've got any spare plates. That has. Let me just take those out of there. That'll make things easier. That section has got a lot more plates in than what it has the rotors. It's waiting on rotors being made, so we can take those plates out. That machine will soon catch up. Right then, let's start with the awesome sink. And just rotate that round a bit. I think I'm just going to drop it the other side of here if we can. Okay, put that there for now. There we go. And then what I could do is, if I dismantle some of this and build ourselves a splitter in here, if it's not too expensive. Yeah, that's fine. Spin that round. The orange on that side. What we can do now is take conveyor from there into there. Another cable from there into there, and then here comes the limestone. That's going to go into there, and then as and when we need some to actually make concrete, we can bring another line out, and that's not going to cause us any issue whatsoever. So it just saves us a bit of time later. Let's put those in. There we go. Logistics Mark II done. Let's launch that pod. It's going to tell us what we've got now.
Fixit would like to remind you of your contractual obligation towards efficiency. Recreational use of belts and lifts does not count towards work hours and will put you on the list. Stay efficient. Don't disappoint Fixit.
So, not supposed to use the conveyor belts at recreational use. No power. Why is it not telling me how much power it requires? That's annoying. Okay, I think... Or have... oh, am I going to blow a fuse if I... set it going? Right, what do we need for another coal power station? We've got 3. I think I'm going to need a 4th one. 10 rotors, more cable, and more plates. And it's also going to require me... that's a normal plate, that's fine. So reinforced plate, rotors and cable. Let's go and see how we get on. Is that enough cable? It is. Right. Let's go and run around all our storage areas. Yeah, I've not got an exact count of how much power we're using at the moment. So I don't want to go and power something else up and end up blowing a fuse. Let's take a stack of those. No, I didn't mean to do that. I wanted the 1 stack. There we go. It's always just reinforced plate we're waiting on at the moment. You've not got an excess, and you've never got an excess. And theoretically, I could turn off the modular frames for a while because we're not using any of those at the moment. I don't want to start messing with the system. Because when I do need them, I don't want to forget that it's all turned off. Let's take those out of there. Ah, that's why that machine's not working. We're missing a bit of conveyor here. Ah, right. Let's fix that. So, what was that supposed to be making? The smart plating. So, we've got a missing bit of conveyor belt there. I think everything else is working as it should be. So, I might not have such a build-up of smart plate in that one machine now. Right, I'm struggling for iron plate. Question is why. Let's get some extra in there. In fact, let's just give it both those. So I'm sure I've got lots of iron plate over here somewhere. Yeah. So that should just speed up the process now of making the reinforced plates. Yeah, there we go. Should be making 30 a minute. So that should make things be going a lot better. Yeah, so all 3 of these lines are waiting on reinforced plates. So just going to be a little bit patient whilst we wait for this to work through. There's the freighter re-entry. So we've concluded that milestone. So how much do we actually need? 20, and we've got 10, so we're halfway there. We just start pinching it off these other conveyor belts as it comes through. Just to speed up the process. I don't think I've missed any going into here. Oh, I have. So up to 13 now. 14. So by the time we've run down and set up a 4th lot of coal, we should all be good. In fact, I'm not sure. Did we build a 4th coal factory and just not the pipe work for it? I can't remember. We'll have to go and have a look. I'll make sure I've got enough reinforced plate with me just in case. Struggling on the numbers a bit tonight. I've only got 1 viewing at the moment. Wonder where everybody is this evening. I know this is stopping the other productions for the time being, but they'll soon catch up while I'm going on this long journey. Right, there's the 20. What do I need for the pipeline? Copper sheet, which I've got plenty of. Conveyor belts, we've got plenty of that. Right, I think we're good. Let's go and have a look at where we are on the power numbers. So easy to get back to the coal now because we can just follow our power lines. Shows exactly where we need to go. Oh, almost fell off the cliff there. That's a bit close. So as far as the animals go on the planet, we have set them now to non-hostile, just so we can actually make progress with the game. We were finding ourselves dying quite a lot to the creatures when we were trying to just go around and investigate. Let's just slide our way down the hill. Welcome to those that have just joined. Just notice our numbers have just gone up a little bit. Welcome in. To those that have just joined, have you played this game before yourselves? If you want to give me any pointers, please feel free to do so. Right, so let's go and have a look. No, we had only built the 3. Let's go and have a look at the power settings and see where we're at. So that's producing 225 and consuming about 100. So that would suggest we've got about 100 left over. Same on that one. Ah, hang on, is that the total power? Might be from all 3, because I think these only produce 75 each. Have a quick look. Yeah, they produce 75 each, so total production is 225. So we had got about 100 megawatts spare. So we should have been okay. Right, let's another one in here. Let's just lock that. It's a lot further away there than what I thought it was. And we've not got that very straight either, have we? Lock it in place again. There we go. And yeah, I think that should be okay there. Let's start with the pipeline. That's that bit done. And then with the conveyor belt, this is the awkward one because there's not a lot of space around here. At some point I'm going to have to put a splitter in here as well. Oh dear. Right, it's just... Can I crouch and get out? No. Go between the two. Let's go do the run around. I'm not sure how I'm going to get my conveyor out of there. Also, I came under the pipework there. Could I do that again? Could I go... What I might need to do is come in between, possibly. Let's have a look. Oops. See if it'll let me pull it out here. It's warning me about clipping, but I can cope with that. It just makes it work. I use a lot more plate than I intended to. Right, so let's just drop that there for a minute. What we have to do is take out a section of this. That's taken out quite a big section actually. Not more than what I would have preferred. Let's put a splitter in here. Oh, I haven't got enough cable. Oh, that's not good. Right, I have to reconnect all this back up. Where are we? Logistics, conveyor belt. I can't leave that disconnected while I go and make some cable. So get some cable and then we can join this all up and it will all be sorted. That's a bit of frustration. Do you know what? I don't need this here anymore. I don't even think that's running, is it? Oh, it is. Still running. Let's switch that off. Oh, it was switched off. There we go. So, let's take all the fuel out. Let's destroy that. Did that give me any cable? It might have done. Let's have a look. Where's my splitter? Yes, it did give me one cable. So that's good. So now I can remove that section. Build me a splitter. Just there. Then reconnect up these conveyor belts. Where's... Oh, it's there. I'd run past there. I was going to say, where's it gone? So, there to there. Then the urgent one, because that's the one that's actually running. Down to there. And then finally from here to here. And then we've got here 1, 2, 3 PowerPoint there. Oh, do you know what? I think requires cable, which I've not got. Oh, that's annoying. Right, so I am going to have to run back and get some more cable. So as soon as we get this cable, I can join all the power wires up, and then we'll have more than enough production to keep us going a little while. And all the time that we're down here doing this and messing about with the coal, we're still producing back at base because everything up there is automated. Yeah, collect that while I'm here. This is so frustrating. I'm sort of 1 or 2 pieces of cable short from being able to connect that 4th one up. But never mind. My characters getting their steps in for the day. So almost back at base already. Oops. So make up another batch of cable. I think it's safe to say we can power up the awesome sink. I'm pretty certain it's not going to take 100 megawatts to power that. But we'll go and power the extra up anyway. So I can make 12 more right now. Let's just make a few extra up just in case. Sure, we're not going to need that many. Let's take up to 20. That should be fine. Right then. So this needs to join the power grid. So power line from here. Do I have a spare point anywhere? Oh, this is going to be annoying. Looks like all my power lines are full. So you've got 4. You've got 4. This is annoying. I'm going to have to pull another line from back here. Didn't plan for that very well because that means that I'm now going to need power poles. So from there. Oh, hang on. Let's try that again. Right, okay, let's click power line. From there, let's go round the back of here. Oops. There. To there. Let me just delete that one. Let's bring a power line in from here to here, and then here to there. Right, so that's all working now. We do have one spare power point to spread the power a bit more. Do I still have plenty of cable? Yes. So back to our coal production power, and then we'll be all sorted. first thing I think I need to buy is going to be the ladders to allow us to get up to level 2. So they're available from the awesome shop once you've got the tokens from the awesome sink. So that's going to be our next job. Welcome to those that have just joined. Nice to see you here. It's been a little bit of a quiet start to the stream tonight, which is unusual. The Satisfactory normally brings in a few viewers. So please feel free to chat along. Let's see if we can't get the chat moving. Right, here we go. Slide the way back down to where all my coal is. These jumps are looking a bit excessive. I'm expecting it's causing damage. We've got away with it. Right, so just coming down here to connect the 4th coal power station to the power grid. I need to pull it from here. Yeah, from here into there. And now this should start producing. Let's have a look. Yeah, there we go. It's burning fuel. Water pressure is good. So yeah, we're now producing 300 megawatts. And right actually consuming just over 100. So we've got plenty of power availability to go and sort out the next sections. So our iron production is all fully automated to the level we're currently at. It's time now to go and do copper and limestone. And then once we've got all that automated, we'll see what new materials come after that. And see how we get on with automating those. So yeah, so welcome to those that are keep coming and joining us. Please do feel free to join the chat. Makes the stream go much quicker when we've got the chat active. So back to base. It won't take us too long. See obviously our big tower there. That was the easiest coal point I've been able to use. There we go. Missed my walkway for a minute there. So there are coal ports more local. But they weren't accessible at the time. And there was no water nearby either, so where we've got the coal power built at the moment, we've got the coal and water side by side, so it just makes more sense doing it over there. And now we've also almost got 200 megawatts of spare power. I can forget about that for a little while. And all these that we've built are all currently defunct. So none of them are in use at all. So that's where I was making cables last time. So yeah, this isn't doing anything. No fuel. So if I dismantle that, and that one, and this one, so that's going to make some additional power points now, where we can expand the power. If I click on these ones which are connected to the network, we can see that we're still producing 300, currently using about 122 at peak, so all well within reason. Let me change that to making wire, because that'll come in quite helpful. I'd forgotten we'd made a batch load of cable there actually. So we were looking at going up to the next floor. I built these walls too high, started putting a roof on and realised that we hadn't cleared the biomass burners, sorry, the smelters, so we're going to have to go a third wall high. So let's put that up there. Then we can then look at putting a foundation on. Just need the 1 meter ones. That didn't go where I wanted it to go. Let's try that again. That's better. So that will now go above the smelters. Now the reason I needed the fix it sink, and that's interesting. Why is that not working? Ah! I forgot to reconnect it, didn't I? Ah, idiot. Power line from here. So that's not going to help. Right, let's see how this has been working then. Standard points until next coupon 134. DNA points until next coupon 1000. Okay. All things final, no refund or exchange. So let's just what we got here? Is that limestone? I think it is. Can I not just put those in? Probably not. So no, I seemingly I can't manually put stuff in here. No. So it can only be fed by the conveyor belt, and we are now feeding it anyway, so let's just see how this changes. So there you go, you can see that it's ticking down to how long until we get a coupon. So that's good, that's all working. And then How many coupons have I got? None at the moment. So I'm initially looking for the ladder. There we go, factory ladder. 3 coupons required. So we should be able to get that fairly soon. Because the only other way I'm going to get up there is by building a huge ramp section, which we could probably do. Although, look at that. If I click a 4-meter ramp, let's just have a look how that works. Alright, okay. It's not terrible. I could do with the walls with holes in though, in order to not make clipping problems. I'll put that there. Oops. Come on. Actually, there, made myself a wall with a gap anyway. Can I assign another ramp to that? Let's have a look. It's going to cause a clipping issue, I'm guessing, with the cable. So, yeah, potentially that's going to cause us a couple of issues. But we can put very big ramps on if we need to. So, let me just take that down. And we can work the walls around current. Not what I wanted. I wanted the walls. Current cabling, we can sort of work around it like that. And just leave the gaps we need to actually get in. So one way we could do it is if we build this ramp, let's turn it around and go up. Come on. I'm sure I'd say we've still got a clipping issue. Now we're missing concrete. That's not good. Because concrete's the one thing we're not making at the moment. Let me go and see if we've got any left over here. No. Oh, we're going to have to go and manually make some then, aren't we? Help us get this build done. Let's make up another batch load of concrete. I think that will probably be enough. I'm just going to use the rest of this stack of limestone. There we go. So here's my thinking. If we put another ramp there, and then I'm going to have to put a foundation in there. And then if I can... Come on. No, turn. There we go. No, that's not where I want it at all. I don't know why I built it there. So right, if I build a wall then there, that works, and then a ramp that will work as a temporary measure. At least that allows me to get up to the first floor. And then I can keep putting these in now. So there we go. So it feels a long way over to that other side. And each of these foundations is 5 concrete and 2 plates. So we are going to run out of concrete very quickly. Like already. So I think the first one to put in is going to be our concrete line. So we don't need a smelter for that. We just need a production building. A constructor, missing reinforced plate. Right, okay, that's not a problem. We should by now have made quite the batch load up. No reinforced plates in the middle of these 3. Yeah, 14 there, look. That's what we need. So we will replace the ramp with ladders in time. Sorry about that. That's what happens when you've got an incomplete floor. So let us just build a constructor. Let's lock the hologram. I need to unlock it. I need to turn it round that way. Lock it. Let's just bring it back to there. I think I don't want it overlapping the front edge. There we go. And then I'm going to try and take a conveyor. This is where I might have some issues from here. All the way down. Right, where... Right, you'll go purple there. That'll do. And then into here. Job's good there. Right, I think what I'm going to do is put on this front corner a power pole. Just there. So we can start working on level 2 power. Need somewhere to connect it to, that'll do. And then to there and there. Let's set this to producing concrete. So as soon as that limestone makes its way up, it'll start producing. Then we need to get ourselves a storage box on the back. Missing materials, iron plates. There we go, iron plates. So let's try this again. Storage container. Lock it there. Tally it's lined up because we've got the arrows going straight through between the two. So just build that. Just its conveyor belt. Straight in. Ah, there we go. Look, our concrete's already charging out of there. Go and collect that. Now we can make ourselves now some more floor. So when it comes to copper, I need wire, I need cable, and I need sheets. So we need to have at least 3 lines working. I need to remind myself what each one actually requires. So let's go over here. Let's have a look. So wire just requires the basic iron ore. The cable requires wire, so that's a 2-part one. And then the copper sheet, there we go, is just the basic iron as well. So 2 lines with just 1 constructor and 1 with 2. So 4 constructors needed in total. 3 lines, so I think we might get away with just the 1 smelter in the middle of the 3 lines. So no assemblers, so that's not going to cause any great confusion. So grab that concrete. Let's keep making these foundations. Come on. There we go. So how many have we got there? So 1, 2. That's plenty wide enough for what we need currently. So the concrete use is currently slowing us down a little bit with this build. So I'm gonna, on this square here, I'm gonna make the smelter. Let's lock that in place. Just inside, yeah. Let's Let's just pull it back a little bit. It's level with the limestone one. So that'll do nicely. We've got to try and take the conveyor down from there. I'm going to have to jump off now and hope it doesn't shout at me. Come on. There we go. That's a through to there, and then what I need to do is, why has this stopped working? Ah, because it's full. Okay, not a problem. Let's get rid of that smelter. Let's empty all of this. Let's just let these other bits run through. Got more wire than what I know what to do with at the moment. Shows how efficient things are once they're automated. Let's get rid of that bit. Okay, and then conveyor belt from here. Oops. There. Oh, missing concrete. Oh. I don't suppose it's going to just connect without any more concrete. Let's give it a go. Oh, it will. Oops. So, we've got the smelter going. Then what we're going to need is a splitter. Just lock that there. Just pull it over a little bit. So, connect it all up. And then this next section is going to be our 3 lines. So we've got wire, cable, and sheet. So let's get some more concrete. Let's extend this floor out. Right. So the question is, are we beginning to look like a factory now? I think we are. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 items need power. So I think another power post is going to be in order. Just about there. And then a power line from here across to this one. And we can take a power line from there into our smelter. This is going to be making copper. It's going to be making it really quick as well. So let's get ourselves a constructor. Let's just lock that in place. So a constructor is the full width of the tiles that we're putting it on. So that works. Need another one behind it. I need to put some more walls in first. Also at the back here we're gonna need some storage as well, so it's another constructor. Let's just give that a bit more of a gap in between. I'll put it back to there, and then hopefully we'll be able to get a storage box right on this end. The only problem is me trying to put it in there. It's going to be difficult without me falling off, as I just proved. That's rotors. Here's all the plate. I need some more of that. Grab some more reinforced plate while we're down here in case we need it. So we got limestone coming in making concrete. We've got copper coming in and being smelted. Just that we're not taking it anywhere further at the moment. We're still working on that. This one's going to be making cable. Let me give this a bump start with the wire. This one is going to be making wire. I'm just thinking actually whether to just put a spur in there and just have the one making wire, because it produces so much. We'll just put a splitter in there. I think that might be a good idea. Don't think I've left myself enough room to do it. Let's have a look. No, I've not quite. Okay, just leave it, that's fine. Just cancel that. Put that conveyor belt back in there. I'm sure there's going to be other things we'll need to build in time that will mean we'll need more wire. It that way. Just build that. Conveyor belt from here. This one is just going to make wire. So you can see all the copper is already making its way round, because none of the rest is powered currently. So I got 4 on it. It has. We've currently got 1, so we're going to need another power post up here. in that corner. And then from this one, let's do the front line. So from there, there. From there to, come on, there. And from there, second one at the back. So everything running. I just need a couple of storage boxes and we are pretty much organised. Come on, just there we go. That's what I wanted. Build that there. Another conveyor belt. Straight in. So slightly hanging over the back. But we can live with that for the time being. I can always put another floor in at the back. Kind of where it wants to be. Yeah, that looks right. Let's build that there. Not sure where that one's riding up. Almost looks like I should have half nudged it down. Never mind, it'll do fine. So that one's got concrete in. Let's grab that and put some more floors in. There. Come on, one there. Clipping with the storage unit there, but never mind. And we're still nowhere near the other side of the factory, so we have still got room here to put another line in if need be. But let's put our final line in that we know we need. So another constructor. That looks to be actually perfectly located where I want it. So let's build that. This one is going to make copper sheet. I'm going to have to put another section of walls in, I think, floors in even, just so I can actually walk around my machinery. Foundations, no, not foundations. I want a conveyor belt, that's what I need. And one last power line from here to this one. And then one last storage box back here somewhere. Amy, how are you doing? Nice to see you. Very nice of you to join in. It has been very quiet this evening, so very glad to see you here. Let me just organise this one. Bit of space between them. There we go, that's where it needs to be. Cool machine. Yeah, it's getting there. I'll give you a quick tour in a second so you can see what we've done. If I can safely get down, just jump over these conveyor belts. So if I go and climb my huge tower over here, it's nice to have someone in tonight and chatting. So it has been very quiet. So the first floor there is making all iron products and just iron products. This second floor we've got limestone coming up here making concrete on that end, and then all this copper coming in here making copper wire, cables and copper sheets, which is all the productions we need for our current level. So now I should be able to level up quite quickly, and it is beginning to start. Now I've got starting to put walls and stuff in. It's starting to begin to look like a factory, whereas before it didn't really. So we are getting there. How's your day been, Amy? Still drawing, but I'm here for the... Hi, Emily. Nice to see you. So yes, Amy, how's your day been today? You been working or are you relaxing today? So that one's doing well. That one not so good. That one's doing well. I might have to shut some of these other productions down just to boost my reinforced plate making. Complete flight today. Good. Always good when you complete a flight. Unlike me on Flight Sim. It's quite interesting. Obviously you watch me playing Flight Simulator, so I've got a pilot watching me play that, which is quite strange. And today playing Farming Simulator, we had an actual farmer watching me play that, so it's all I need is a construction worker watching me build all this lot, and a paleontologist to watch me playing Ark, and we'll have the full set. Right, I'm going to put some floors here just to make this a bit safer, I think. There we go. So second floor of the factory now done. I know, sir, keep going. Yeah, practice makes perfect, I suppose. So, oh, this is much better. Look at that. Over 200 cables already. 200 wire. And my copper sheeting. A little bit behind on that one. 21. So, let's go and see what the next unlock is we want to do. Because I now am producing materials quick enough that shouldn't be an issue. Oh yeah, can I get ladders? Yeah, let's go and have a look. So our spare materials we're putting in here. And we just got a trophy for collecting those coupons. There we go. So now we can come over here and spend them. I was looking at the architecture. Yeah, factory ladder. And right then, how do I now go across? There we go. Buy on that. So we've purchased a
Fun fact.
purchase factory
Architecture
ladder.
was invented when people began building buildings. If it had been invented slightly beforehand, perhaps more old buildings would still be around. Humanity sometimes lacks vision.
So there we go. That's our ladders we've now got. So that will make getting in and out a lot easier. I would like to put some walls on the front of this factory if I can. Although I do need to make sure I can get in. Because what we haven't got at the minute is any doorways. Although I don't need to get in the front anymore, do I? It's all working. So let's see what happens when we put these walls in. Come on. It's telling me I've got clipping issues. Be those cables, I guess. So I might have to just put the smaller walls in and build it up. Oh. I think it's clashing with the side walls actually. That's bizarre that it didn't make a better way of doing that. Let me see if I put one on the front. Can I then build on top of that with a... No, it's still going to tell me I've got clipping issues. And it's not the cables either, because they're going straight through the gap, so... Can't put any next to the smelters, but I can put walls in along here. Just to make it look a bit more like a factory. Oh, that's not good. No, take that one out. That one's got cables going through it, so I'll reassess that one. Yeah, so where we've got cables going through, I'm just going to have to leave it blank on those sections for now. But yeah, it's starting to take shape. It's starting to look how a factory should look. So, happy with that. Might take some adjustments to get it all looking nice, but quite happy. Right, what's the next upgrade we're going for? Let's go and have a look now. So, we've got vehicle transport, tractor, truck station, vehicle path, and inventory slots. Out of all those, the inventory slots is one I'd probably want. And I don't think the materials for that are going to cause any problems. Let's have a look at the steel. So that's our next material we're going to have to work with. I think that's going to be the more important one. That one, Be nice to have the Zeno Basher because that's the next level up weapon. And again, the inventory slots on that one will be coming helpful. So let's go with steel first. Let's do this one. So let's transfer in what we can. So this is a big production, 50 modular frames, rotors, wire and concrete. Let's go and see what we've got. So here's our concrete. That's a good start. Here's our wire. And rotors and modular frames. I was just starting to consider stopping these working on some of these lines because we weren't using it very much. And then we get to the point where we need a lot of it. So glad we left it all working. I might need to go and do a power check actually. And I've built all the second floor. Just to make sure we're not running close to our power levels. I don't think I am. Where are we? Here we are. So we're producing 300 and we're using 224 at maximum. So we're okay at the moment. We're okay at the moment. So there you see, concrete's holding us back at the moment. And I was drowning in concrete at one point. I have got 50 limestone on me, so I can manually make some concrete. Not very many. 16. But that will help. Right, just going to put these rotors back in the storage, just in case I do anything silly like fall off a cliff or other silly things I've done in this game. Just drop those back in there. The rest of the stuff isn't too bothersome if we lose it. Need copper wire, and I have an awful lot of the copper ingots on me. So let's start making up the wire manually, just to speed up the process. Make up a couple of hundred manually. That'll speed it up no end. It's still the concrete that's going to slow us down though. So 3 still watching. I think we've got people that are a little bit busy this evening and doing other stuff whilst watching me. So I appreciate you being here. Right, there we go. It's another 220 made up. How much copper have I still got on me? Still another 265 copper on me, so we may as well keep going. Keep pushing this through. And then what goes into our storage boxes then will be just ready for any future upgrades. Almost feels now like we're going to start moving through the game quite quickly. Now we've got everything set. So I'm going to do this full batch. 216 is where I need to stop. Okay, perfect. So just waiting on concrete. Just see how this is going. Okay, seems to be struggling on getting the limestone up quick enough. Okay, let's much as I need the tokens, let's just put that, suspend that for a little bit. No coupons ready at the moment. So it's just going to send all of it up to the concrete making. So hopefully this will speed up the process. Get all this done. So I've got 64. So we are getting there. We are getting there. Let's go and see what we've got of everything else now. 135 wire. Oh, over 500 cables. So yeah, when we've got to go and do any more missions, I mean, we're going to need more coal power in the near future. Can't believe we're nearly at max power consumption already. And that's with 4 coal mines now. So I will need to keep a close eye when I start doing the steel production to make sure we don't overload our circuitry. It's a long way to run back and reset the fuses if I blow the fuses. I've got a little bit of limestone in my pocket, so let's go and drop this in the machine just to give it a bit of a boost. There we go. Yeah, it's doing well now. So hour and a half in, we've got half an hour to go. So let's see if we can't get this 500 concrete done before then. What do I need for more power? Lots of reinforced plate, lots of cable and rotors. So the only thing that is likely to slow us down on that is the reinforced plate. I begin to think I might need to have a second line just making reinforced plate, because it is the slowest production on our line at the moment. See, everything else is making hundreds and hundreds. That's not going. Yeah, it's this here. It's this plate production that is really slowing us down. It's struggling for normal plate. give that a boost. Try and get it moving quicker. And let's give this a boost as well. Try and speed the process up. Oh, look, that is ridiculous. 1, 2, 3, 4, almost 5,000 screws. It's overproducing. So yeah, some bits of the factory are working quite quickly, and other sections are dangerously slow. Smart plate's doing well. That's doing okay. Although we do need 1,000 for the phase 2 objective. And there's items in there that I don't even know what they are. Rotors we're doing fine. So yeah, we are definitely getting there. We're definitely, last 2 sessions on this, we've definitely made very good progress. Since we got that coal up and running, got the whole factory running properly. It's going okay. So we are all good. And we're no longer chopping down any more trees either, so it's always a bonus. Right, where are we at? Over halfway on the concrete. So yeah, we might just about have time to get the concrete done. I'm not quite sure whether Amy's still watching. I'm just interested to know how long you've been a pilot for. Definitely very knowledgeable, no matter which plane I was in, as to the issues I was suffering with. Right, drop those in there. No, it won't let me. All the machines working at full power. Hey, Nopers, how we doing? I'll see you back in. So we're now on the satisfactory game, and our factory is doing well. Built the second floor now. This is all the copper lines and the limestone making concrete. And we're just waiting on concrete for our next upgrade. I need another 208, and we're on 31, so we're getting there slowly. How's your afternoon going, Opus? I might have to play this again. You've kind of sparked my interest again. Yeah, it's good. It's a game with a difficult start, but once you get over that hurdle, maybe once you get the coal, I think that makes a big difference. But I've got 4 coal-powered sections, and it's not going to be enough. Not nearly. We're about to unlock steel on the game. And I think when we do, we're going to hit power problems again. So I think I'm going to have to take it up to maybe another 2 coal power stations to give us the power we need. But everything at the minute is running nicely. It's at the point now where I could probably just go AFK for 30 minutes and That would be enough to help us level up. Right, let's see if I can just empty my pockets a little bit so that I'm not carrying excess materials. And then we'll just take with us what we need when we go, and put some more power in before we start doing the steel. Yeah, I'm glutton for games that punish me and make me feel like I'm not getting enough done. Yeah, I definitely felt like that for like the first 3 or 4 sessions on this, that I was getting nowhere and was just hitting a wall. And now it just feels like we're getting somewhere. Even putting some walls on our factory, like we feels like we're making progress. You can see everything powered up and running and behaving itself. So yeah, at the moment it's all good. I'm just thinking though, I should have put those power lines on the top a little bit further backwards, I think, because they're going to be in the way when I try and put a 3rd floor on. I'm guessing I need a 3rd floor. So I might have to do some adjustment once we've got all the items we need. So it's running away to make myself up some concrete manually. Just take some off the conveyor. Just try and speed up the process. Without stopping my machine working. Yeah, it's going to make us another 14. Just speeds up the process a little bit. There we go. So let's put those other 63 in. So 145 needed now. I take it, Emily, you're still working on your artwork at the moment. That's what you were doing earlier. So 145 needed for this next level up. We've got 56, so we're almost there. Almost there. Yep, so I am. What's the question of the day? I don't think I've set a question of the day, actually. Maybe that's a new feature we should add into the streams. Suggestions welcome. You keep going, Opus, you'll get stuff done that you need to get done. You'll be back to your live streams before we know it. So how many have we got now? 71. What gets me with these games is I'm not necessarily patient enough to just sit and wait for things to happen. Try and get myself rushing to get things done. I've got rid of all that excess copper that I had in my pockets now. It'll speed things up on that side. Ready for some sushi. I feel like I haven't hung out with everyone in so long. Yeah, that's understandable. It's understandable. So, at least now you've got a little bit of time that you can come and watch somebody else stream, even if you can't stream yourself. So at least you feel like you're engaging with people. It is, yeah. Normally 7 till 11, but I think the next few weeks it's going to be a bit of a change because having to pop out at in the middle of that time frame. So my first stream was earlier today. It just feels like it's had a bit of a knock-on effect today. Obviously, normally I do this more or less straight after the farming sim, and we normally get good numbers. And I think with that bigger gap today, we haven't got the numbers in, so it's yeah, it's we'll see how it goes. We are starting to get a couple of people in now, so it's all good. Favourite food? Okay then, we'll check that out then. What is everybody's favourite foods? And then thinking about what food I'd pick. Probably fish and chips for myself. I think that would be my go-to. What about you, Nopers? What's your... mine's chicken and mash, potatoes and gravy. Okay. So, 113. Come on. Just trying to make sure to do our best to work around everyone. We're going to clash, Nopers, at some point. You know, sometimes Papa's streaming same time as me. Snow often does as well, so yeah, don't worry about that. Stream when you're available to stream. And that's called baskets and gravy. I think he means biscuits. We're having a food conversation the other night, actually. And I never did have a look at what the American biscuits are like. I really must do that. So 20 more needed. We can get this done. How long we got left? 10 minutes. Yeah. What are biscuits like in the UK? Nopers refer to them as being like your cookies over there. That's our standard sort of biscuit. Right now I'm thinking Tuesday and Thursday, 3:30 to 6:30 Eastern. Okay. So what's that? That's 6:30 till... no, that can't be right. 3 hours. Yeah, 6:30 till 11:30 UK time. Thin and dense like a cookie. I think that's how he's referring to our biscuits. Maybe some sun. Yeah. When I've tried doing some weekend ones, I expect it to be busier. So yeah, why not? Just
Milestone
see what
reached.
works for yourself.
Coal and iron can be combined in the foundry to start steel production. Project part number 2, the versatile framework, can only be created via automation, not at a crafting bench. Delivering these to the space elevator is essential if we are going to complete phase 2 of project assembly and save the day. Fix it, and humanity is relying on you.
Ah, that's interesting. So the steel is coal and iron. So I think I'm going to have to go and try and get to the coal, which I believe is on top of that cliff over there. Although it didn't ping. No, it's not over there. It's... I know this is going to be very awkward to get to. Yeah, you can see my issue here, can't you? See where it pings. Oh, it's much further that way, so it's not on that section. Let's just leave my factory running while we go and see if we can find some nearby coal. I am going to cheat getting up there and run up my conveyor belt. Don't try this at home, kids. Not a good idea. Build bridges to the pillars. Yeah, that's going to be, I think, one way of getting round it. So over that way. Oops. Oh, this is going to be interesting now. Actually, I can just use the conveyor to get back down the other side. See the issues I've had with materials, having to ferry them across quite long distances, some of them. Let me just can I get up there? Yeah. Right, where's this coal now then? So 200 meters away. I've got a feeling it is up there somewhere. It's definitely not down the ravine. So my best option might be to try and build across here. So to do that, I'm going to need to build foundations, and I'm going to need plates and lots of concrete. So, well, I think we're going to give that a go, and then I'm going to have to ferry all the coal all the way back to the base. Jump pad. What's in my pockets right now? Nothing too critical. Do I have what I need to make a jump pad? No, 2 rotors, 15 plate, 10 cable. Let's go and get that then. Ugh. Quick vertical traversal. The launch can be adjusted while building. Why do I get the feeling Nopus is going to get me killed doing this? I do need to be aware of time because I have got to pop out. So straight after my stream. So got to be a little bit careful here on time. Oops. And a little bit careful not to jump off a cliff while I'm at it. So yeah, it seems no matter where I get the coal from, it's going to be a long conveyor belt to do it. So so no, because you played this before. I know you only played it in early access. What was your success rate like with the jump pad? I just plant the seed. You don't have to let the weed grow. Very clever. Very clever. Right, let's take some of that. I think it was 2 rotors. And cable, wasn't it? We all know now, because this was your suggestion, so when it goes wrong, we know who to blame. Right, is that enough to make a jump pad? It is. Right. Let's very quickly run over there. And this is going to be the last thing we do on the stream. Not bad, I think. I overjumped some things a few times. I'm going to need 2 jump pads. Let me make sure I've got enough for 2, because it's alright jumping over there, but I've got to be able to jump back. That's why we have respawn. Yeah, right then. So, jump pad. Yes, I've got enough. Right. I need to do this double quick time. Up that conveyor. And down the other side. I think I can run around this rock actually. So much easier as well now that I've set all the creatures to non-hostile for the time being. I can get across these great distances without too much issue. Right, if I walked the wrong way. $200 this way. Right. Right, here goes. Jump pad. Just lock that. Oh, it needs power. Oh, you didn't tell me that, Nopers. Right, let's just build that. Oops. Let's chuck that in there. Why is that giving me multiple? Oh, okay, I see. So, I haven't got any wire on me. That's a shame. If I got wire on me, I could have made a biomass burner and just done it here. Right. I'm going to have to pause it there. So next time out, we're going to jump on that jump pad. Guessing fly across there. And then pray that we can return somehow. Because ideally I want to put another one on the other side to jump back. but power might be an issue. I don't remember it needing power. Well, there's the evidence. Yeah, I was thinking it was going to be more like a bouncy castle or jelly pad just to bounce over, but no, it's a proper spring-loaded thing. Is that the adjustment for... Oh, there doesn't seem to be an adjustment on it. Maybe when we power it up. So, take a second one. Yeah, I have enough materials to make a second one, but it's getting the power across to the second one to make it work. Just wait 1 second. So, Mrs. Fluky just making a suggestion there. They have a battery. I've not got batteries yet. I've not unlocked that as yet. So I'm guessing it's just going to need power to kickstart it initially. So Mrs. Fluky says that when I've activated this one, go into build mode with the power pole, carry it across, and then just build the power pole on this side, and that'll just hopefully power the second one as long as we're not too far away. And I don't think that distance is going to be too far. I think we'll be okay with that. So, but that's for next time. I say I've got to dash off out, so I can't stay on the stream any longer, unfortunately. I would love to have done so. Thank you all very much for watching. Appreciate you being here. Or solar panels, I heard they were going to do solar panels. Yeah, they might be high level stuff that I haven't unlocked yet. We're only on like level 4. And I think it's about 10 levels of unlocks to do. So we'll see as we get through the game whether that's how it all works out. So first thing next time is going to be that. We'll see how that goes. Don't miss the start, otherwise you might miss the fun. But for now, thank you very much for watching, and see you all again very soon. Bye for now.